Hey everyone, welcome back to the AWESMR Paw channel. Just for today will be the AWESMR Paw channel since we're making bear paw marshmallows today. Look at how cool your hot chocolate is with bear paw marshmallows. Well, I guess cool isn't the right word. Hot. Look at how hot it is. By the way, shout out to RE Kitchen for the inspiration. We'll make you proud. Okay, got all of the ingredients right in front of me. Maybe minus the gelatin powder. All these other ingredients should be in your kitchen. You will need 1 packet of unflavored gelatin. You'll need 3 tablespoons of water. You'll need 1 egg, but only the egg white. You'll also need a tablespoon of corn syrup. You'll need half a cup of sugar. And you'll need 3 tablespoons of water in another cup. And no, this is not an editing mistake. You do need 2. Okay, so let's add the unflavored gelatin into one of the water cups. Now we're gonna let this bloom. First, let's mix the powder around a bit. There we go. Now we can let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, now let's work on getting our egg white. Pretty simple process. Just crack the egg in half, and then move the egg yolk from one half of the shell to the other. You do that a few times and the egg white should fall into the bowl. Easy breezy, lemon squeezy. Is that saying outdated? Probably, but I don't care. It's fun to say. Okay, now the other water with 3 tablespoons. Let's pour that into a pot. Add the sugar. Let's also add the corn syrup. Give this syrup some time. It's on the slower side. Oh, taking forever. Honestly, might need to use a spatula to speed the process up, which is what I'm doing right now. And then afterwards, you want to turn the heat on and get this to a nice boil. Woo, looking good. Okay, now let's beat these egg whites. Use a hand mixer. Now, if you have incredibly fast and strong mixing skills, then you can do this all natural, but we're taking the easy route. You want to mix until you get something that looks like a foamy soap. Now, we need to check the temperature for this. Want to make sure it gets to 120. If it goes slightly above, don't worry about it. There we go. Okay, now this part can be a little tricky, requires both hands. But while beating the egg whites, pour in the syrup slowly at the same time. You don't want to pour all the syrup in at once. And you want to keep mixing this until you get soft peaks. Yep, this looks perfect. Okay, now for this part, we need a bowl of hot water, and let's drop in our cup with gelatin. We don't want to directly add hot water, so we're giving this gelatin a nice steam bath. And then just mix this around until the gelatin melts. Now let's pour the melted gelatin into the bowl. Okay, now we're just gonna mix this on low, just until everything gets incorporated. Now I'm sure you've seen us make something like this thousands of times. Okay, not thousands, but a lot. This one's going to be a bit different because it's going to be a little more runny. Kind of almost looks like glue, right? But will taste much better than glue. And please do not try to eat glue just to compare. Was that pretty lame? Yeah, I think that was pretty lame. Okay, now let's add our marshmallow batter into a piping bag, but don't add everything. Save at least half because we're going to be adding some brown food coloring too. Mix this up. With the amount of white in here, we should get a very light brown color. Now we're going to leave this alone for a bit. Okay, now you're going to need a baking pan. Make sure it's wide like this. And we're going to add some cornstarch. We're actually using this entire pack. It's okay to add more than less, because once we start evenly spreading this out, we don't want it to be too thin. That's why having a deep baking pan like this works best too. This is also pretty fun to do. It will get a bit messy, but it's fun. Now grab a measuring scoop like this. I'm using a tablespoon. Just press down until the spoon completely sinks in. Just make sure the starch doesn't go in there. This is why you want to make it a little thick too. Alright, so give me a second while I make a few more. I feel like I'm playing in the snow or something. But cleaning up all this cornstarch later, that's going to be a pain. But no worries, no worries. It'll all be worth it. Okay, now that we have all of our grooves, let's pour in our marshmallow batter. You don't need to fill it all the way up. and you're gonna see it from an upcoming angle, but you'll notice that our marshmallow batter isn't as runny anymore. It looks a bit more puffier, and that's what we want at the end, but that's actually not a good thing right now. It hardened inside the piping bag while we made our brown color, and I forgot to make it runny again. Pretty much do the same thing we did with the gelatin to melt the batter. This angle right here is the best. Pretty much what not to do. So I kind of messed up a bit. Anyway, here's how it should actually look when you pour it in the grooves. As you can see, this looks much better. And it's glossier too. Don't worry, I'll make sure to redo the white one so that we have perfect ones for you at the end. But thought it would be good to show how the batter should look versus how it shouldn't. Okay, almost done filling them up. Now we're just gonna make our paw prints. Add little brown dots here. Oh no, this one's about to fall off. Oh, I popped it. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Finish up making the paw detail. And don't be afraid to squeeze when making these paws. You want to make them chubby. It'll look better later. For the brown marshmallows, we can use the white batter. I went ahead and melted this again, and it looks much better, right? That's how it should look. And don't worry if you mess up the design. You can always use a skewer or something similar to reshape it. Alright, let me do one more, and then we'll move on to the next step. It's going to be a bit messy, but I think you'll enjoy it. Here we go. So we have these beautiful chubby paw prints, but now we have to cover them up with cornstarch. You're probably like, what? I know, it looks pretty cool right now, but we're actually doing this so that the paw prints can stay chubby. I'm sure you saw from my little accident earlier, but these can pop if you touch them right now. The cornstarch will solidify these designs and we'll have a 3D looking paw print. So give me a minute while I cover these paws. Seeing it like this, I feel like I just ruined my work of art, but I trust the process, crossing my fingers. I mean, I know this is going to work, but at this point, still kind of worried I might have messed up or something. Also, one good thing about this, there's no wait time. Take one out of the pan and dust off the starch. You'll get a cleaner look if you use a brush, so I would highly recommend this. Sort of brush all this off, and look how neat this is. And just like that, we have a nice fluffy marshmallow. Watch, you can even squeeze it, and everything is a-okay. This is seriously the coolest marshmallow. At this point, I bet many of you are like, oh my gosh, I need to try this to see if it actually works. And to that I say, please do give it a try, because it actually works. Now let me brush off a few more of these, and then we can do a taste test. Here are the brown paws. Which color do you like better? Alright, so I actually put these marshmallows in a container and left them overnight and came back to this nice little surprise. The cornstarch got absorbed or something, but the colors pop more and it's less chalky. So if you're actually making these for somebody or want to post pictures of your work, I would wait a day after making the marshmallows to get this look. Anyway, as you can see, our marshmallows are nice and fluffy. Let's do a little taste test. Well, no surprise here. It tastes like a marshmallow. Maybe not as sweet though. Kind of getting a hint of gelatin taste, but it's not bad or anything like that. Now, here's another thing we can do with these bear paw marshmallows. You saw in the preview, but we can put it in our hot chocolate. I mean, who drinks hot chocolate without marshmallows? Sorry if you don't, but now, hot chocolate just got much better. The hottest thing in town. If you do make this at home, let us know how it goes. AWESMR Pop fans, thank you so much for watching. We can't do this without you. If you're new to the channel and became a fan, click that subscribe button for more awesome stuff. And if you want to be the first person to watch our next video, hit that notification bell to have a chance. See ya!